If Marvel and Sony are serious about showing us a redefined Peter Parker in Spider-Man Brand New Day, they can't just change his suit or storyline. The transformation needs to be visual, and it starts with something small but powerful: his hair. In this new era, Peter Parker is no longer the clean-cut, baby-faced teen we met in Homecoming. The world forgot who he is. He's broke. He's alone. He's stitching his suit by hand in a crummy apartment. That means the polished, superhero-approved, Stark-funded look? It's done. What he needs now is something that mirrors that gritty, grounded energy, something real. We're talking about a modern, slightly tousled haircut. The kind of style that feels effortless, lived in, but still intentional. The hair should be medium length, long enough to catch the wind when he swings through Manhattan, short enough to stay out of his eyes in a fight. It should carry a natural wave, not forced with product, but allowed to do its thing. A side part barely there, like he ran his hand through it on the way out the door. The sides? Tapered just a bit, but no sharp fade, no buzz. Just clean, grown-out edges that feel more college student than Avenger. It's not styled for attention, it's styled by necessity. This version of Peter doesn't have the luxury of morning routines. He rolls out of bed, throws on the suit, and hits the rooftops. But this isn't just a vibe, it's comic-accurate evolution. Look back at the classic Peter Parker designs from the 1970s and 80s. Artists like John Romita Sr., Ross Andru, and Sal Buscema often drew Peter with a longer, looser haircut. Sometimes shaggy, always relatable. It matched who he was, the everyman hero. No armor, no billionaire resources. Just a kid with web shooters, a sense of guilt, and a ridiculous need to do the right thing. This hairstyle also ties into Peter's emotional state. Also, real quick, 2,300 subs in just 26 days? That's insane. This channel's not even a month old, and y'all are already showing up heavy. If you're watching and haven't subbed yet, now's the time. Let's keep this crazy run going, alright? Back to the video. In Brand New Day, he's invisible, legally and socially erased. That kind of psychological weight shows up in appearance. You're not as concerned with keeping up appearances when no one even knows your name. And here's the cinematic brilliance. The hair isn't just a detail, it's a signal. Aesthetic storytelling. It says, this Peter is older, he's been through it. He's not trying to impress, he's trying to endure. It's subtle, but fans will feel it, especially those who grew up on the comics where Peter was a mess and still never gave up. Even Tom Holland himself has hinted in past interviews that he wants to explore a darker, lonelier Spider-Man story.
It's a complicated one, and I feel like I owe it to them to give and deliver the best version of what the next chapter for Spider-Man looks like. And I think that's really important. And I think the creative integrity for something like that is really important. And the studio is on board and supportive and really collaborative.
And this look, the grown-out, messy but clean, wave-heavy hair fits that perfectly. Let's talk about what Spider-Man Brand New Day is actually about, because the newly revealed official plot synopsis may seem vague on the surface, but if you read between the lines, it's painting a much clearer picture of where Peter Parker is headed next. This is Peter Parker starting from scratch. He's back in college, juggling part-time work to make ends meet, while secretly suiting up to protect New York from the shadows. But unlike the flashy, multiversal chaos of No Way Home, this movie is going small, gritty, local. This is Spider-Man in the boroughs again. Friendly neighborhood stuff. Robberies, gang activity, people getting hurt in Alleys Not Aliens invading the Statue of Liberty. And that's the beauty of it. It's intimate. But then comes the shift. A mysterious force begins to unravel the city from the inside out. Now that's where the tone flips. This line almost screams Mr. Negative. If you know your Spider-Man comics, you know this villain thrives in the dark corners of New York. He manipulates people. He weaponizes corruption. His powers literally invert the world around him. Light becomes shadow, friend becomes foe. He's not just dangerous, he's psychological. This ties directly into the next part of the synopsis. Peter finds himself caught between powerful enemies, old legacies, and unexpected allies. So what does that mean? Powerful enemies likely means multiple crime syndicates. Mr. Negative, sure, but also Kingpin, possibly Tombstone, or even Black Tarantula. The gang war arc from the comics is being teased heavily here. Old legacies? That's the Avengers. That's the past Peter tried to leave behind. And if rumors are true, that's also the Hulk spotted in the film's mood board by the director of photography. And let's be honest, nothing about Bruce Banner screams neighborhood Spider-Man. If he's in this movie, the legacy angle is real. And unexpected allies? That's where things get spicy. Enter Frank Castle the Punisher. Confirmed, locked, loaded. The very definition of, you're either with me or I shoot you in the face. You can already imagine the scenes, Peter trying to protect innocent people, while Castle's out there delivering bullets to the heads of mob bosses. That tension, that clash of ideologies, that's the kind of storytelling fans have been begging for. But then the plot takes one more emotional swing. As shadows from the past creep into his present, he must redefine what it truly means to be a hero on his own. This is where Brand New Day gets personal. It's not just about villains, it's about consequences. Loose threads from the past are starting to reappear. The memory wipe from No Way Home? Maybe not as permanent as it seemed. School photos, old footage, unspoken memories, something is gonna slip through. Something that forces Peter to face who he was, who he's become, and what he wants to stand for now. And here's where Sadie Sink possibly enters. She could be Mayday Parker from the multiverse. Or maybe she's this universe's Gwen Stacy, brought in from Peter's forgotten life. Someone who used to know him. Someone he feels drawn to but can't quite explain why. That's the kind of emotional chaos this film is quietly building.
That is to be believed you are already Jean Grey in X-Men. I'm sure people have been asking you about this.
Yes.
If I'm a betting man, should I put any money on this? Where are we at, Sadie?
I mean, this is news to me.
Is it news to you?
This is news to me.
Really?
Yes.
You've never talked to a Kevin Feige or a Marvel person about this character?
No, I can't.
Brand New Day is shaping up to be a grounded crime drama wrapped in superhero skin, but with emotional stakes as high as ever. Gone are the purple portals and multiversal magic. This time, it's the street that's falling apart and Peter's the only one left to hold it together. The official synopsis mentions a mysterious force unraveling the city from the inside out. That's not just poetic language, it's almost word for word how Mr. Negative operates. In the comics, Martin Lee appears as a respected community leader, but underneath the surface, he's the ruthless crime boss known as Mr. Negative. His power? Corruption? Literally and figuratively. He infects people with negative energy, turning friends into enemies and heroes into their worst selves. And here's what makes him dangerous. He doesn't need an army. He becomes the city. He uses its people, its systems, and its fears against itself. That makes him the perfect villain for a post-No Way Home Peter Parker who's already broken, alone, and vulnerable to that kind of psychological warfare. But Mr. Negative doesn't work alone, not in the comics, and definitely not in this plot. The language around powerful enemies suggests something bigger, something deeper, something like a gang war. And if that's where this is going, then buckle up. So now, we know the stakes. Peter's truly alone, the city is about to explode from the inside out, and the shadows of his past are closer than ever. Whether it's Mr. Negative pulling strings from the dark, or Frank Castle stepping in with zero patience, or Sadie Sink's mysterious character rewriting everything we thought we knew about Peter Parker. This isn't just a new Spider-Man movie. This is the start of a whole new era. And here's the real question. Is Peter ready for it? Are we ready for it? Let me know in the comments. Do you think Sadie Sink is Gwen Stacy, Mayday Parker, or someone we haven't even considered yet? And which villain do you think will hit Peter the hardest? Smash that like button if you want more breakdowns like this. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next drop. Because Spider-Man Brand New Day isn't just the next chapter. It's the reboot we didn't even realize we needed. And trust me, things are only gonna get crazier from here.